I want to record some videos on working with logic in a programming language. Now I chose JavaScript here, so we're going to learn a little syntax first for JavaScript and then look at how the logical pieces fit together in there. If you've wandered here because you want to learn more about JavaScript, you're probably not in the right place. Now, you can watch this video, like don't let me stop you, but this is really going to be based on how does the logic fit into the JavaScript as opposed to how does the JavaScript work. The only thing you do need to know if you did wander here from JavaScript to watch this video is truth tables for conjunction, disjunction, and negation, which are basically and, or, and not. If you've got that, you're ready to go. Otherwise, you might want to check that out first. So here we go. In JavaScript, I've got a bunch of comparison operations. Now, these guys are what I use to figure out whether things about variables or numbers are true or false. And let's start with equal. If I want to ask, are these two things equal, I'm going to use two equal signs. And an example of that, 7 is equal to 7, is true, because those two things are equal to each other. If I want to see if two things are not equal to each other, or make the statement that they're not, I'll use exclamation point equals. So 0 is not equal to 1 is true, because 0 and 1 are not equal to each other. Greater than, I use the greater than symbol, which is really handy. 5 is greater than 2 is true, because 5 is greater than 2. Similarly for less than, I use the less than symbol. 6 is less than 8 is true, because 6 is less than 8. For greater than or equal to, I'm actually going to use the greater than symbol followed immediately by the equal symbol, because I don't have one key that is both of those on the standard keyboard. So 5 is greater than or equal to 4 is true, because 5 is greater than 4. And 7 is greater than or equal to 7 is true, because 7 is greater than, 7 is equal to 7. Similarly, for less than or equal to, I'm going to use less than followed by the equal sign. 2 is less than or equal to 5 is true, because 2 is less than 5. 10 is less than or equal to 10 is true, because 10 is equal to 10. All right, and then we've got our standard connectives. For conjunction, we are going to use 2 ampersands in a row. Okay, this means and. This is true exactly when both statements are true. So 5 is less than 10, that's true, and 6 is greater than 3, that's true. True and true is true, so that statement's true. Okay, for disjunction, which is our or, I'm going to use 2 pipes. Those are shift and then that key over enter. I forget which slash that is, whichever slash that is. Shift that over enter gives you the pipe. So 2 of those in a row gives me or. So 1 is less than 3. That's true. Or 9 is less than 6. That's false. But true or false is true. So that statement is true. And then finally for negation, I'm just going to use an exclamation point, which you may have guessed from looking at not equal to. So not is going to be this exclamation point. So it is not true that 5 is less than 2. So 5 is less than 2 is false, but not false. Sorry, I use an exclamation point instead of our normal guy. Not false is true, so that guy's true. Okay. Now, in JavaScript, there are 2 primitive values. One of them is true, and the other is false. Now, there are more primitive values, but these are the ones that I care about right now. So true, I'm going to use the word true, lowercase. False, I'm going to use the word false, lowercase. And for example, things we already know, true and true is true. True or false is true. Not true is false. Okay, so there's my not, my negation. Similarly, a few examples of false. True and false. We know true and false is false. False or false gives me false. And not false gives me true. Okay, so these are our basic values. So let's find some truth values. Okay, so look at this guy. I have 6 is less than 10. That's true. 5 is less than 8. That's true. That's an or in the middle. So this is true or true, which is true. So the value of this statement is true. Okay, let's look at a couple more. 7 is less than 9, or 6 is greater than or equal to 9. So 7 is less than 9, that's true. Or 6 is greater than or equal to 9, that's false. So this thing is true, right? True or false is true, so the value of that statement's true. 5 is less than 9, and 6 is equal to 9. 5 is less than 9, that's true. And, right, 2 ampersands means and. 6 is equal to 9, that's false. True and false is false. So that value of that statement is false. Oh boy, 5 is less than 9. Well, 5 is less than 9 is false. But this is not that. So this is true. Exclamation point means not. Not. 5 is less than 9 is true. Wait, is 5 less than 9? I'm a crazy person. Hold on, everybody. Let me get my mind in the right place. 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is true. Right? 5 is less than 9. Exclamation point still means not. Not true is false. Don't know what I was thinking. What I was thinking was I've had to start this recording over twice, because once I didn't push record on the screen, and the second time somebody called me in the middle of it. No one calls me, so it was really weird. But 5 is less than 9 is not true. That 5 is less than 9 is false. Okay, false or 9 is less than or equal to 7. False or 9 is less than or equal to 7. Let me make sure 9 is bigger than 7, so this is false. False or false is false. This statement is false. Okay, let's look at this guy. So first in here, I've got 7 is not equal to 6. That's true. 7 is not equal to 6. Okay, then let's go over here. 5 is less than or equal to 4. No. I've got it. 5 is bigger than 4, so that's false. I'm talking about an or here. So true or false gives me true. Okay. But look what I have way at the beginning of this. I've got this not. So not true is false. That statement is false. Okay, so there's our first little dig into basically just the symbols that we use for our logic in JavaScript.